holidays are here, and with that sometimes comes stress, a lot of that emotional overload can be due to social media. So joining me now this morning to tell us a little bit more about how we can be more present, protect our peace during the most online time of the year, Teague Dooley-Panko. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
You look great here. When she walked around, I was like, oh, she's so cute. And she's the founder of the Social Media Detox. So let's get to it. I was even just looking at the setup here. Is that where we're supposed to be putting our phones?
So this is something that we're calling a phone box, and it's really nice when you have family gatherings. Everybody has to put their phone in the box and keep it away. It makes such a difference, though, when you are off your phone and actually able to cherish those memories and moments. It makes such a difference. So yes, this is a phone box. This is something I encourage people to do, especially during the holiday season, because a lot of times you're not seeing these family members.
Very true.
You know, throughout the year, maybe this is one of the only times you're seeing them, and so really to be able to be present with your family members makes a really big difference.
Yeah, you know, I think I've been to like 2 concerts. I was saying to our team, I've been to 2 concerts that made us put our phones in like the little pouches where you can't use them. And I was like, oh my God, because there's something, programmed in our minds at this point where I do associate the phone with carrying the memories now.
Right,
you know?
right. Yes. So there is that piece of it that you want to take photos and you want to have those memories. But I always suggest to people have designated times for that. Maybe right before dinner, right after dinner. Have those designated times when you do take photos. You do capture those important memories. But then throughout the night, keep those phones somewhere else, because we know that phone proximity. If your phone is close, you're just too tempted to look at it. So you got to really try to be present and separate yourself from it at least for holiday gatherings.
I think that's such a good distinction to just kind of have in our minds, you know, like a set-aside time. That's perfect. Why does it feel like it can be overwhelming online this time of year? I mean, aside from being bombarded with ads.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. Consumerism rampant during this season. Yeah, absolutely. But what is especially interesting is social media use actually spikes during the holiday season. It's up about 50% in adults and 70% for children, because it makes sense. There's no schedule, there's no school. So when they have downtime, they're just very you know, they really want to grab that phone. They have that urge to grab that phone. That's why it's really important to really have some sort of structure during break. I know it's hard. You want to just let loose, but you want to make sure that you really have things for your kids to do, for your family to do, have that structure, so then you are less tempted to just scroll endlessly on that phone.
I love that, because I think the structure actually helps them to get back to school too.
Right,
you know? At some point they gotta go back. So
absolutely.
You know, do away with all the structure, that can be really hard too. So for parents, when we're just talking about, you know, parents, guardians, trying to keep the kids specifically, I mean, it's hard for the adults. One, probably being the best role model we can be.
Exactly.
But for the kids, what are some of the things that you suggest for parents and guardians dealing with kids on the phones this break?
You know, when people are thinking about the holidays, I always think, what did you do as a kid when
we didn't have cell phones?
Right, exactly. So start to think about those things. What did you have? Cookie days? Maybe you had days at the movies. Maybe you had, you know, those things that you did as you were a kid. Think about those nostalgic memories, those things that you did as a kid. I feel like that kind of can bring you back. Some of those old traditions are the best ways to detox from your screen.
Did you just call me old?
No, not at all. I thought about to say, I didn't have a phone as a kid either, okay?
Those are great things to keep in mind. You are wonderful. Tell us where we can find your book.
Yes, you can find my book on Amazon, or you can find more about it at social-media-detox.net.
Okay, anything else that we need to keep in mind from the book that will help us through the holidays?
I mean, just cherish those moments, because these are such special memories and moments that we get to have with our family. And so don't let the screen steal any time from that.
There you go. Perfect way to end the segment here. Thank you so much. Happy holidays to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. 9:18, let's get back over to the guys.